Hello everyone, this is Asatu Bhadwaj and welcome back to another video. So in this particular video, we are going to talk about the Indian Administrative Services. So now for becoming an Indian Administrative Service Officer, an IAS officer, you have to clear the UPSC Civil Service Examination. Now what is the UPSC examination and all about it, we have covered in a separate video. The first video on this channel, you can check it out. We have covered everything about the UPSC Civil Service Examination. Now coming on, what are the advantages that you can get after becoming an IAS officer? So the first and the foremost thing that I like the most is the sense of satisfaction. Now once you are an SDM, a DM and you have the field postings, you can do so much for the people. You have so much power, you have so much resources that you can help people out. If you want to help somebody, IAS is the best field that you can ever choose. In the IAS, you can actually make the changes on ground. You can be there and you can see the changes that you are particularly doing in the society. It's very easy that we sit in our drawing rooms, watch a news channel and criticize a particular issue that this has not been done, this should be done like this way. But when you're actually in the field and your decisions have the power to make a positive change, then it's something that really fascinates me about the IAS. The other advantages are the perks and privileges that the government gives you. You and your family can live a comfortable life by the resources. Your medical is taken care of by the government, you get a decent salary, you get a house to live in, and you get vehicle. So these are the things which makes your life easier. Although these things are available in other things, but being in the IAS, we are comparing IAS over here with the other jobs. So this is one of the added advantages, that everything is taken care of by the government if you are a person who is ethical and legal. Another added advantage that an IAS officer has a network. The network is not just limited to civil servants but also for academicians or be it politicians, businessmen, sports people and everyone. And if you have the urge, you can create a positive impact and you can bring changes by using this network if you work ethically and use your network properly. The other advantage is that the job is not monotonous. You can be posted in literally any department when you are an IAS. So the diversity that you get in your work, it's unmatchable to any other profession. And in the IAS, you get so many different types of exposure which you cannot expect in any other job. Another big factor is the thrill that is associated with this particular job. Once you are at the level of a secretary, daily your schedule would look like that you have the meeting with the CM, you have the meeting with the PM. And if we consider the particular COVID situation, there is a secretary who is responsible for reporting all the cases, whatever the progress there in the country, how the country is working, how we are fighting this pandemic. It's the secretary who is reporting to the Prime Minister and to the Chief Ministers of various states. So this is the level of thrill that you get. You get so much exposure. You will be at the person who will be discussing various issues which the country faces, which we normal people just read in the newspapers. And you will be the person who will be the deciding factor, who will be deciding that how a particular situation is to be dealt and how the country can be benefited the maximum with a particular decision. Now coming on to the disadvantages, there is no perfect career. Every career has both, like a coin, it has both the sides. So now coming on to the disadvantages that the IAS officers have. So the first and the foremost thing is you are allotted a particular cadre. The cadre is basically a state where you will be posted and 2/3 of your career will be in that particular cadre. So if we talk, if you, it's the chances of you getting your home cadre is very minimal. So you will be allotted a different state. Now sometimes what happens is the people are allotted a particular state. It's so random that you cannot even think, and maybe a person who's in the north, he can be allotted a state in south. But we know that diversity is there in India and some people find it difficult to work in states which are not their own, or the people, the dialects and everything are different. Now the another disadvantage is in the initial days you are posted in remotest places where even the basic facilities that we get in the city like the malls, the amusement parks and all these things are lacking. So this might be difficult for some people. Now if we consider the another disadvantage is the salary. Now an IAS officer gets sufficient salary for a comfortable living, but if money is your first priority, then you must think twice before choosing IAS as a career. Because at the topmost levels, if we compare the IAS at the topmost level or a CEO of a particular MNC, the difference in the salary is huge. And if you are a person who is craving for money or who has money as the ultimate goal, then you must not choose IAS as a career, or you must think twice or thrice before choosing it as your career. Because now what we have done, we have made bribe as a secondary income in our society. This is the reason why India is lacking. After 75 years of independence, we are still a developing country instead of a developed nation. The main reason is this mentality of people that they consider bribe as a secondary income. And for them, working is not the priority. It's the secondary income that they'll get, the job security that they get in the IAS or in any particular government job. That's the thing which makes our country, and which makes our country not a developed country, which is acting as a hindrance. Another disadvantage is at the initial level there is lack of family time because you have so much responsibility. You have a responsibility of a particular district which has a population of lakhs. So it sometimes becomes difficult for handling the family situations, and it can be considered that there is lack of family time. So there has to be understanding between the couple, and the other responsibilities should also be taken care of. Now we have almost compared all the advantages and disadvantages. There can be numerous advantages and disadvantages depending upon the individual, but the broad spectrum has been covered in this video. I hope that you like the video. Please like the video and comment and ask any queries if you have, and do subscribe the channel for amazing content. Thank you.